And that's the first thing the stream heard. Welcome, folks, to Dungeons and Dummies and Sausages.
Okay, who wants to give us a count in?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Neat.
That's about
All right.
right.
You know, the
Where we
point
left off
is so that the final 3 numbers are silent but predictable, so you know when you're going to be live. No.
What I've started doing is I've started saying how much time is left and just see what happens and stop telling you guys in like 30 seconds and just see what the first word comes out on stream. I think last week you guys, or the 2 weeks ago, you guys were talking about facial door hinges. Yeah, it was, it was a good time.
You giving us that time does give us incentive to say some stupid shit before it starts.
It's true. It's true.
All right, nerds. We're gonna have a good day.
Don't call me a nerd.
Day. I've been stressed. Let's have a good time. That's what we're here for.
Amen to
Wait,
that.
are you implying that having a new baby is stressful?
No. Although I will say, okay, quick note before we actually dive in here. This one sleeps like an 8-month-old. Only 2 wake-ups at night, which is insane. Very insane.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And he knows who Mad Maggie is.
Yes, he's figured it out. I did.
We haven't though.
My role play with him.
We haven't yet.
Okay, so let's actually give you guys the recap here. So you guys basically left Elturel flying in the sky, and I will now use this opportunity to also tell you that you also left Rhea behind, so she's just chilling back at the thing, which admittedly she kind of said she wanted to do anyway. So she's back there chilling, cooking up with all the Ravengard, all the priests, and all the people that were left behind in Elturel. You guys made your way across the city pretty easily, given the scouting from above. You ended up making your way down, did a cool little drop-off of the infernal iron chains, and you made your way to the ground, where you came across a couple of different scenes, one of massive battles happening between devils and demons. You caught a glimpse of a pit fiend just waving around armies of devils, and you went relatively unnoticed, though. You made your way across the hellscape, and into Fort Knucklebone. You were greeted by a couple of crazy-looking fey creatures, which I believe it was Silas that was able to spot out that they were, in fact, fey creatures. And then you made your way in, met up with Chukka and Clonk, the... why can't I think of what creatures they are?
Thank you.
Thank you. The Kenku. Okay, thank you. Actually, that's fairly appropriate, just repeating what was just said. And then they asked you to find an accelerator for them. You found 2, gave them 1, and then they went over, or prior to that, they went over and grabbed Mad Maggie, who they did refer to as the leader. She showed up with a couple of fey creatures, Chukka and Clonk, and this giant looming flesh golem. And she started introducing herself and failed with advantage a wisdom save, where we now leave off, with Gantash being able to read the initial thoughts, surface thoughts of Mad Maggie. So, before I dive in, as she's introducing herself to Gantash, so I'll take a deep breath, get reacquainted with our surroundings.
Gantash.
All right.
Might be a little loud.
No, it's good. It's good.
I like it. Oh, here, let me unpause the game. Okay. So, Gantash, she introduces herself to you. And the surface thoughts that you last read from her, there was a bit of a muddling of all these crazy kind of thoughts just pounding away at your consciousness. But a couple of words slipped through, which were the words, so pure, so corruptible. Is there anything you want to say to her?
I don't really remember from last session how she walked, like the exact interaction. Like, I don't know if I'm passing it off like, oh, this is Silas, or like I'm trying to remember what the conversation flow was like so I don't mess up the flow. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, so she basically just introduced herself to you. I believe you said your name too. I don't remember exactly the words, but
We'll say I did.
We closed off. Yeah, we closed off with you reading her thoughts. Also, keep in mind she is standing there still sewing away at the like a kind of an old lady, you know, with her sewing kit, sewing away at the flesh of this golem, right on his thigh as he stands beside her.
Then I have a very specific response to her approach. Whenever I read her mind, I say my name. I'll respond with, and this is the rest of the group. Silas, Yoll, Buru, and of course you've met Lulu.
She, still sewing away, looks down the line.
I'm gonna need some thoughts as she looks down the line, you know what I mean? I'm gonna need a couple of thoughts, you know what I'm saying, buddy?
And she says, oh, what a mighty fine group you've brought. And I do recall this one. Do you recall me? And she says to Lulu. And, the thoughts that you're picking up, again, kind of a random kind of mishmash, but as she looks across each one of them, across Silas, Yoll, and Buru specifically, you kind of hear this like chuckling coming out of her consciousness, just this like and you catch the words like would make a fine addition and so delicious.
Whoa.
And as she says that to Lulu looks up and she just goes, just your face, that's all. And she tucks behind Yoll pretty tightly. And she just looks to everybody and says, so what brings you here? To my home.
I'm gonna look at... I can't break concentration of this thing. At least I think logically it would make sense if I do anything else. It would break concentration of this read thoughts thing.
Unless it's specifically a spell that requires concentration, then no, it won't.
So I could mind link with somebody else.
Unless it says that it requires concentration.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I'm just gonna, when she asks that question, I'm just gonna look at Yoll and Buru. Like I'm just gonna kind of like with my look, just be like kind of egg him on. I can't say what that look is trying to do, but look at them.
Just here to make friends.
We're here to look for something. Something Lulu may have spoken about to you. Something precious to her.
Let's get those surface thoughts.
The surface thoughts you're reading are mostly just kind of taking it in and mostly just curious. And she just says, oh, something I know about. What could that be? Oh, and you in the back, we can definitely be friends. And she takes her sewing kind of kit, her makeshift sewing kit, and just jams it into the thigh of the golem and kind of stands up, cracks her back. What was it that she needed?
I want to look back at Lulu and try to read some kind of elephant body language.
She is just
She is cowering behind me right now.
yeah, she's just barely got her eyes like over Yoll's shell and like also tucked in like behind his neck. You just see her eyes.
We're looking for a weapon that was brought here by Lulu. Or information on it, rather.
Weapon? What kind of a weapon?
Does she get any surface thoughts about like, is she like thinking about the weapon, or is she like toying with us?
You hear just the thought Zariel.
This bitch knows.
I am going to stick out my hand in an attempt to put it on her shoulder, and I want to see if she like kind of like urges back, but I kind of want to in a friendly manner put my hand on her shoulder before I'm about to say something, but I just want to see if she reacts negatively to me putting my hand on her shoulder.
Okay. Okay. So you reach out, you put your hand on her shoulder. She's got a big kind of billowing, you know, like almost like a fur that she's wearing. You don't know what the fur is from, but you put your hand on it, and she kind of slowly turns her head to you, and you catch the thought, just the thought, oh, bring him closer.
I'm about to say something. That's why I put my hand on her shoulder. I wanted to see if she was going to react negative, but she didn't. And so I'll say, as with my hand on her shoulder, I'll look to the two Kenku past her at the beginning of the sentence, and then back to her, and I'll say, well, since we're all such good friends now, I think it may be in your best interest to be as honest as possible with your information about this sword suggestion.
That's your suggestion?
That's my suggestion.
Is for her to be as honest as possible about this sword?
Yep. And then when I finish, I'll take my hand off. Just kind of like, I'm approaching all friendly like, and then I'll kind of back away after that sentence.
You touched her, and it's the first time someone's touched her, and you hear the thoughts of. You just hear.
And I'm pure. I'm a virgin, I'm
you hear in her head the lyrics of Watermelon Sugar.
Watermelon sugar.
So she, as her head's kind of turned, she like winks at you. She says, "I think I will be. Just for you, our new friends."
Oh boy.
These geezers about to fuck.
And she kind of like puts her arm around your waist,
and
pulls you in, and she has like a serious amount of strength. You can feel her bony fingers like wrap from the back of your hip all the way around, just the fingers all the way around your hip.
I'm gonna
Like salad fingers.
yeah.
Nice old ERP, baby. Let's go.
I'm gonna mind link with Buru now that that's out of the way, kind of, and I'm gonna say, now is the time to ask her questions. Trust me.
We need information about a sword Zariel once wielded before she turned.
Well, it was a celestial sword. Of course.
As she was.
Only celestial weapons for celestial beings.
I think we both know she's not celestial anymore.
No, I suppose you're right. Very right.
I'm gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
And do you serve Zariel?
Serve her. I am but a lowly warlord on her terrain, graciously serving my own purpose, not hers.
But fighting the demons.
If they get in the way.
And what is your purpose?
Well, me and the boys. I serve just us.
Maggie. I'm gonna, as she's got her arm around me, I'm just gonna look into her eyes. I'm fully engaged, okay? I'm playing the part, all right?
Yeah.
I'm playing the part. Maggie, if I may call you that. Where is this sword exactly?
Oh, I don't know where the sword is. If I knew where that sword was, I'm sure I would have it by now. And she just kind of like cracks her neck and stares deep into your eyes.
And so, did Lulu bring the sword here many years ago?
No. Does she know where the sword is?
No.
Well, she might. She just seems to have forgotten.
I give Silas a death stare.
Yeah, as he says that, I kick him in his eye.
Yeah, I look back at him. I look at him.
I
too.
just give him. I went from loving eyes to Mad Maggie, and then just
here. Motherfucker, shut up.
And she takes her fingers off of your waist and reaches it out to Silas just to beckon him forward a little bit, and she leans in and says, "Oh, she used to know something? I can help with that.
Fucking Silas.
I'm a bit of a connoisseur of memories."
That is a bad idea.
We're friends, right?
How do I know you're my friend? Well, I just met you.
I'll quickly react and put my arm around Silas. Come on, Silas. We're all friends here, right, Maggie?
If the Tortle thinks we're friends, then we're friends. And she doesn't reciprocate the arm around you.
No. I put it on Silas. I just go around Silas. Oh, we're all friends, right? Yeah, I'm just.
I want to talk to the shield while this is happening. I was gonna ask him, does he know who the hell this is? Mad Maggie?
And Gargoth just says, not her personally, but if she says she's a warlord, then she's one of many that roam this plane.
So Maggie, you say you serve the boys, but what are you here to do? What do you seek? What interests you?
I'm gonna mind link with Buru, and before he answers, before Mad Maggie answers, she wants us, Buru. Us. Our bodies.
Wants the boys.
Our souls.
I'm gonna accidentally talk to Gargoth and say I don't want to be turned into a sausage.
Accidentally?
Oh, wrong. Sorry, wrong channel. Oh, sorry, my bad.
I just want to know Gargoth's reaction.
3 walkie-talkies and a headset in, and he can't get
He'll just say to you, it looks, by the looks of things, she'll do what she pleases with you. And she responds to you. What was the question again that you'd asked her?
What is her?
Oh, what is her
She said she
purpose?
serves the boys.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much re-asking the question I asked earlier.
And she just says, well, I'm here to have the time of my life, and well, just have fun and keep everyone here in good spirits. Maybe take over one day. Be the ultimate warlord. Doesn't that sound like fun?
It does, Maggie. Sure
Killing
does.
demons? Yeah. I mean, being a warlord and you're tasked to defeat these demons. We could help you if you help us. And we're after treasure. And it seems we've come across information of a sword, and Lulu said you could help us with that. And some sort of information on it. Anything. You could be reminded of when Zariel turned, of that event.
Well, you do have something that I want, and I think I can be of enormous help to you. And it's a win-win.
I'm gonna talk back in Buru's head. Tread carefully, Buru. You're playing a dangerous game.
Are you not curious of what are 4 mortals plus a celestial doing in Avernus?
Oh, we're just out for a lovely stroll, Mad Maggie. We just happened across Fort Knucklebone and thought we'd pay our respects. And maybe get a little information as well, but mainly to pay our respects to your fine establishment.
Give me a deception check on that one.
I also want to add to this, say we're here to seek treasure. I did say that.
Yo, natural 20!
What does it add up to? What's it add up
22.
to? 22?
You know it's bad when he says, yeah, what's your mod?
22?
Oh, dude, what a way to start the sesh, baby.
You remember a while ago when we talked about if a 20, even if it matches the other roll, is it better?
Mm-hmm.
And I said that the nat 20 does in fact take precedence. You're lucky, because otherwise, if it meets maybe. She says, well, hear me out. I want to know what's in the little girl's head. And so do you. It's going to take some doing. If you're up for it.
Do you mind, Mad Maggie, if we, first of all, get a little more information on what that means, and B, we could discuss it over privately with my associates and I, just so we all feel comfortable in the presence of friendship.
Now,
well, I am your associate now, so...
Oh, fuck.
Before we, go off to the side, I have to ask, Maggie, Lulu seems a little afraid of you. Is there a reason?
It seems like she might be afraid of many things.
This bitch.
So... I'm not sure. Am I scary?
Well, hear me out.
Am I scary?
No, not at all.
Good.
If you would like to read her memories and etc., don't you think it's a little hard for that to happen if she's not willing. And she is our friend. Some kind of good faith would help to reassure us that, you know, you're not evil.
Correction, Buru. We're all friends here.
But something to make little Lulu comfortable and reassured that, you know, she's safe.
I'll walk over to Lulu and look back at Maggie, and Lulu's fine. And I'll turn to Lulu, and in Celestial I'll say, "Aren't you, Lulu?" And just give her like a good old jolly smile, but kind of fake, like that girl who ate a ton of cotton candy. There's like that meme of that girl who ate a ton of cotton candy at a sports game, and she's just like,
"Oh no."
I'm sorry, have I not provided enough answers?
You have.
You did miss one of Gantash's question. What does the procedure look like to get her memories back?
Well, it's going to take something that I don't exactly have access to right now. But you could get it for me. Just the blood of something that isn't natural on this plane, and quite a bit of it. In fact, one of my boys has been acting up. Him and his little pet. And they're not from around here. If you're willing, I could kill two birds with one stone. I could get those memories for you, and you could deal with a problem of mine. In fact, if you wanted to, there's two of them. And we have a tradition around here. Solo combat is a bit of a thing. But of course only if we really want to dig deep into that pocket of memories on your shoulder there.
What do you do with the blood?
Oh, it's part of the ritual. Me and my sister's here, and she reaches behind her, and tied to her waist are just these two skulls, and she holds them out. And they just kind of like clatter in her hands, like they just, almost like they're laughing. They just like are clacking their teeth together. We have a bit of a coven, and we could put something like that together.
Are you gonna drink the blood? We have a friend who does that too.
No. Though that does sound nice. Maybe if there's any left over. And if you lose the combat, we'll just use yours. It's a win-win-win. Nobody was born here, right?
No.
Perfect.
"Well,
So we have a deal?
hold on. You said a lot of it.
Yes.
Like
You're
a person's worth.
A whole person's worth,
okay.
I think.
That's what you're implying. A whole person's worth.
That's right.
Hope they're not dehydrated.
If I were to ask you, if we do this for you, and we get the amount of blood, is it only good for one person?
Oh, it'll complete the whole ritual.
I'm purely asking, maybe for you to go back into my memories as well.
Uh,
Uh-oh, Silas got a
let's see how
boner.
this first one goes, and then we can talk about that.
I want to kill 2 people, you know?
I have one request, Maggie. Not for the group, but for myself, personal. Do you have an imp
Yeah.
I could borrow?
An imp.
One of those weird-looking creatures, the small ones.
Just right over there. Those lazy rags were gifts. Some gifts that
From
just
who?
sit around. Some pit fiend. We struck a deal. I wanted imps to serve me, and all they do is serve themselves. Such a waste of potential.
Why not use their blood?
They were born here. Plus, they do
Born
serve
anywhere.
some purpose. No. You don't know how things work, do you?
You need blood of a creature or human being that is not born on this plane. Is that correct?
That's right.
So this wouldn't suffice then. I'm going to take out the dragon hand and a vial of dragon blood.
Ooh.
She kind of like looks at it and reaches out her hand to it. Kind of taps a finger on the side of the vial. Dragon's blood. No, that's not enough, but if you're looking to trade, I'm sure I could come up with something that might interest you.
Not even the hand? No blood left? Maybe?
No.
Let's deal with the memories first. Good old friend.
So who's going to deal with one of my boys?
Well, if we're talking about 1-to-1 combat, I'm just gonna look over to Buru and
I'm gonna walk away.
Yoll.
I'm gonna walk past everybody.
Can we see this?
I feel like we're missing a pretty important detail of this whole thing. And I'm going to turn to Lulu and ask her, is this something that you're okay doing?
Because, well, I think it's really important that we find out what I know, but I am a little scared. If you think I can do it, then I'll try.
I would like to mind link with Yoll and say,
You would have heard him ask the question too.
yeah. I feel the same way that you do. She blatantly said that if she could have the sword, she would. So what's stopping her after this is done from just killing us? And one of us will be weakened from the fight. It'll be a perfect timing for her. But we don't have many options to get Lulu's memory back.
We've spurred her memories in small spurts here and there. I'm sure there are other ways to get these thoughts back. If this isn't worth the risk. If. Turn to Maggie and ask her, Can you promise that no harm will come to Lulu?
Yes, for her it will be totally harmless. She'll be awake the whole time, as will all of you. In fact, you'll be helping. You'll be right alongside her. In fact, she'll be quite comfortable. And she like whistles out to, she turns to these two little freakish gnome looking creatures over here, and they kind of rush away, and very, very quick moving, and they rush back, each with two black silk pillows in hand, and they run to kind of complete this little circle and lay down the pillows right here in front of this, basically between the two of them in that square in the middle of the circle. And they just kind of lay them out and take their place back. She'll be very comfortable. Don't tell me you're afraid.
Not afraid, just upholding a promise. What do you think?
She says, well, if you're going to be there beside me, then yeah. That's okay. We can do anything, right?
Yeah, we can. I'll raise my little fist for a little trunk bump.
And she just pads it.
I'll look around, notice that Buru's not around, and just go, I guess I'm fighting.
Oh, why not the young boy? He would be so interesting. Yep. You can have it however you want, but wouldn't it be more fun to see him or the old man go at it? You're too big and strong, Tortle.
Who are we?
I'm not particularly susceptible to flattery these days.
You should be.
Who is this person we need to take care of? What is he, a warrior? Is he a wizard? What are his talents?
Everyone here is a warrior, in some regard. He's just a fey creature who lost his way. Though I should warn you that he does have a pet. And technically, because he's bonded to the pet, it gets to go into the combat with him. I know it's annoying, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
What is this pet?
It's a spider.
That sounds fine.
You don't have to worry about it.
Is it like a big spider?
It's about as big as him.
How?
It's got certain unique qualities. I could be tempted to tell you about it.
Back. I don't want to hear. I don't want any more questions. I'd like either this happens or it doesn't.
Okay. Well, he's just over there. I'll bring him over. Let's see if he listens this time. And she does her whistle again, and it just echoes and booms off the walls. And like the tin and metal that is like basically the primary construction material that's just slathered on these walls just reverberates this like tinny whistle. And he makes his way over. And he just shows up and he goes, what, Maggie? That annoying whistle every time I have a name. She goes, you have more than a name. You have a challenger today. And you know the rules. Which one? Tell me it's that guy. And he like nods over to Gantash.
I'll turn to him and unsheath my axe and go, sorry, pal.
You're gonna be the one that's sorry. Fine. Let's go. Middle of the fort. Me and you. And he makes his way over to the middle. She said, and you can see just the glee on Mad Maggie's face. Chukka and Clonk seem kind of hesitant. They seem to kind of like you guys already. So they seem, like they're kind of furrowing a little bit as they look on and they go. They just kind of like put their head down and like shake their head, and Maggie just kind of comes in front.
Walk up to Yoll and I'll be like, "Are you sure? I could step in for you," kind of jokingly.
Be my fucking guest.
I mean, I could. No, I'm just kidding. I'd probably die.
Was that Silas or Lemon? I can't tell. I'm just kidding. Just joking.
I'm back away now.
I'm gonna come back and be like, "Oh, what's happening? Why is everyone moving?"
Oh yeah, I gotta jump to you, Buru. By the way, if you made your way over there. So here, I'll give you a little pause before you come back. So let's deal with you having been gone this whole time.
Okay. I guess I go up to these imps.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be like,
and you can see they're just kind of like lazed back, just side by side, and they both sit up at the same time. What? Oh, God. What?
You guys are imps?
Over or...
What do you think?
IMPs? Imps? Yes?
You never seen an imp?
To be honest, everything down here looks alike.
Yeah, we're imps. What do you want?
What can you tell me about binding contracts that you guys apparently make?
And you kind of perk up a little bit. You want a contract? What do you need? You got a soul to what do you need?
I want to talk to Gargon. Well, friend, it's time. The thing we talked about.
Yes. Let me speak to them just a moment.
They seem like a little lazy. Maybe you can make them understand, yeah? And I'm gonna take out the shield. Like wear it. And
he goes, he says to you, they won't be lazy for very long. And then he just cuts the connection with you, and just out of nowhere, they just kind of like freak out, stand up, fall back over their little scrap chair. They're like kind of looking around, like they nod their head. They're like looking at the ground, just nodding. Okay. And then they just like pull up this basically like a spine from the ground, and it just pulls up this empty back. Basically, it's like a humanoid back, and they just start scrawling on it.
I'm gonna be like, whoa. What are you writing?
Read it aloud.
This is a contract for you. You're Buru, right?
Yeah, but you gotta tell me what's on it.
You're gonna read it.
Okay.
You never seen one before? You think you
No,
just
keep going.
without
Keep
reading
going.
it?
Oh god.
And then they just kind of put an X and a line and an X and a line. And then you see as they turn the whole thing to you, you can see the one line, just the name Gargoth just kind of lights up and fills the empty spot on the one X, and it's just glowing. The rest of it is just basically human flesh that has been carved into almost like with a scalpel. And you read the contract, and it basically just is it's a very straightforward one. There's only a couple of sentences to it. And it basically states that you are bound to the objective of freeing Gargoth from the shield. And if you fail to do so before leaving this plane, your soul is forfeit to Gargoth.
Fucking.
What do you mean, goddamn it? Isn't this literally your idea?
Okay, no. That wasn't a part of it.
Wasn't there a part where nobody dies?
No, I'm looking at it right now. That was not part of it.
Right back 2 seconds.
Okay, what else?
No, that's it.
For the entirety. Actually, sorry, for eternity. Your powers are to protect me and my friends. Give me strength as I bind myself to your freedom. And our deal was to not kill my friends or those I choose for eternity.
Good catch. And you see them kind of perk up again, and they just basically grab onto the skin between the end of the contract and the two signatures, and they stretch out the skin and they start carving it in. And they add the term that Gargoth is not to kill you, Gantash, Silas, or Yoll for eternity if the conditions of the contract are met.
And to lend me your powers. Come on, Gargoth. Can't leave that out. How am I supposed to do this task?
He says, you're gonna have to trust me on that one. I have no reason to do anything but protect you if you sign this.
Protect's one word, but helping is another.
Oh, I'll
What's
help
that the
you.
word help?
Don't stray from the path of getting me released.
No, we're on that path. I just don't want to go down a very tough path. I want to go down a nice, easy path, me and you, to your freedom.
Well, while I'm in here, my powers are limited.
And that's okay. We'll figure it out. Whatever you can do, anything you can do is appreciated.
Roll a persuasion check.
This motherfucker. I still have that blessing.
I still have the Gantash thing. 1d8.
I want to... Oh, God. I need to add that blessing.
1d8.
Roll a d8. Oh my good golly, Miss Molly.
Why didn't I roll for fun earlier?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm gonna do that. Okay.
He says, Buru. Remember when I blew up those guards and that entire half of that house? That's because I had faith that you were going to bring me freedom. It's not every day that a pit fiend
Has faith or hope. I get it. It's very weird for you. I understand.
So now you're gonna have to have faith.
Is there anything before I sign this? Actually, you don't even need to understand or gain my trust. I die if I don't do this. And you can kill my friends after. So there's really no... You shouldn't have any doubt that I would not fulfill this to the very end. Correct?
It looks like we both have a little faith.
I guess so.
Come on, big boy.
If I don't fulfill the contract or the task on this plane, I die, or my soul's left here.
If you leave this plane before I'm free, your soul is mine. It's simple. You'll free me here.
Okay. Extended vacation in Avernus. I'm gonna sign it.
So he hands you the pen and you realize it basically is a scalpel. And you carve your name into it. And your name starts to glow, and then the imp just kind of looks it over, nods, and he just plants it back down into the ground and just...
Wait a minute.
Sand.
Can I get a copy of that? Just,
For accounting purposes?
Faxing.
For
Yeah.
my records, yeah.
Fax me to Yoll.
He said, Gargoth just says,
Or can I just ask for it and it'll just come out of the ground?
if you ask, a devil must show it to you.
Okie dokie. Just in case I forget, Wink, wink.
I have a feeling you won't be forgetting. Oh, and I'm sure you didn't know this, but
Oh no.
if either one of us doesn't hold up our side of the bargain, we're dead. And
Wait,
I mean dead. No soul, no body.
Got him.
Either way, if you don't help me, I die anyways.
You're getting it.
Gargoth, since I signed this, I'm feeling a little unhealthy right now. Anything you could do about that, buddy?
I don't give health, I take it.
Alright, I got it. And I'm gonna ask the imp, what pit fiend do you serve?
We don't serve any pit fiend anymore. We serve Maggie. We don't do much, though. Old bag.
And for contracts, you keep it confidential?
Confidential? I just put it in the ground. You could dig right there and you wouldn't find it. I don't even know where it went.
Okay, while he's talking, I'm just gonna walk away.
And he just kind of plops back down.
I want to talk to Gantash and Yoll without, quietly before
Sure.
we start this thing. If
So-
anyone else wants to do anything.
Sure. Before you do that, I just want to kind of give you kind of what's happening. So, as Mad Maggie makes her way towards this center here, it's clear that they're forming this circle, basically. And you can even see that as they start making their way towards the center of the fort, a whole bunch of other creatures start kind of making their way around and continuing to form this little circle. And they're kind of like very excitedly making their way over. So almost like gladiator kind of style, they just make their way around. So that's the scene Maggie's pretty excited to get in on this. And you can absolutely talk to. You have a little bit of time before things kind of pop off.
I just want to talk to Yoll and Gantash. I don't know if Buru's there, but
like right here.
You know, where you are. Like I'll stand like in between you two. Be like, I was joking before when I said I should fight Yoll. But think about it. I have no blood. If you die, you're going to be sacrificed. If I go down, she can't use me anyways.
And then someone else will have to die. If you die, then 2 people have to die.
But I wouldn't die. You know?
Just because you don't bleed doesn't mean you don't die.
Sorry. It's true.
Silas, you can't be sucking yourself so much so you have no blood.
But I can still come back. That's what I'm saying. I have a chance to come back. If I die, I can come back. She can't use me. I guess you're right. Somebody else has to fight, but
Not that someone else has to fight, it's that someone else has to die. If you lose, then 2 people die. If I lose, 1 person dies.
potentially
DM
I would
question.
weaken the
Sorry.
person first. I'd
DM,
weaken him.
DM question.
Sorry.
In
Yeah.
our battles with Silas, what happens to him as he gets injured?
Well, when I first described my character, I said bloodless veins, so I don't know.
Well, no, he's asking the right question, though. Yeah, you would have noticed that he's not really putting out any blood.
Okay.
You think back to kind of all the times that he's been, like when that abomination smacked him around, nothing really came out.
You just hear a Spalding basketball when he gets stabbed. Just air
Jesus.
And Yoll, I'm not saying this is
Wilson
smart.
or Spalding?
I'm not saying this is the smartest idea. I'm not a great fighter like you, but
I would do it if I had some rest. It'd be an unfair fight if I did it while in this condition.
I just feel like,
How are you looking, Yoll?
I mean, I'm not looking good. Well,
I volunteered for the fight. I'm not going to back down now.
okay.
You want me to top you off?
Boy, Yoll.
No touching.
No touchy. But
Just
does that
walk
make sense?
and make sure no one gets too handsy with Lulu. And then I'm going to walk on the circle.
Ooh.
As you walk by the flesh golem opportunity, no, I'm just kidding. That would be so ruthless. He smacks you in the butt. Just sends you
Before
flying.
he walks away, I would like to cast something on him.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
As you are casting a spell, I would like to try and stop you from doing so. Because, like, you're casting a spell, it's like a thing that is clear.
I'm
Yep.
aware.
I would like to try and stop you from doing so. I don't have any abilities to do so, but I would like to, like, physically try and stop.
How does that work? I don't.
You can stop yourself. You clearly see him like putting out his hand.
Yeah.
Actively
Yeah.
to stop you.
I'll
Hand up,
stop.
shaking my head, don't.
Okay.
What a hero.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
As Yoll walks in, I want to jokingly talk to the golem and be like, "Huh? So what fiend do you serve? I serve Gargoth."
Wait, sorry. Who are you saying this?
the golem. I'm gonna say, pit fiend do you serve? I serve Gargoth.
And the flesh golem just kind of looks down on you, and you just see this huge pump of something flow through the tube and into its mouth and just go.
So fucking gross. That is so disgusting.
Okay. I want to
So unhappy.
hold my fist out and cheer Yoll on.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Oh,
So standing in this circle, so in between Silas and Gantash here, you'll notice that there's a little creature that looks a little bit different. There's a couple of those in and around the circle. Around the circle, and everybody that's here is just kind of in basically like schoolyard fight mode. They're all like chanting. They're like laughing with each other. Some of them have their phones out recording. They don't have that. I'm just joking. But they're all just like getting very into it. The one in between you two, though, Silas and Gantash, you'll notice looks quite a bit different. It's got the same style of hat as the other ones, but it's a little bit of a smaller creature, and the hat seems to have enveloped its entire face and head structure. Much pointier teeth. And is looking very, very rabid. So while the rest of these creatures that basically look like gnomes with kind of tattered white beards and these long caps that go down to their feet, this one is like just gibbering and like drooling this like just weird black kind of translucent goo out of its mouth. But everyone's getting into it. They're all hollering, and as you step forward, Yoll, I'm just gonna call him a red cap. This red cap is just sitting there on his spider, pulls out from his back a sickle that is about the size of him, and he just pats his hat on his head. He says, "Very brave of you, big boy. I'll let you call the start. I'm ready when you are."
one question first.
Yep.
Which one of you wants to watch the other die?
Oh, you're saying this as Yoll.
Yeah. And then, axe in hand, I'm just gonna slowly start walking, like RP walking towards him.
Okay. He kind of like furrows his brow, and he looks very, very just like annoyed and like just a twinge of intimidation on his face. I'm gonna have everybody here roll for initiative. Everybody in the circle, that is, unless you guys want to get involved at some point. Then I will.
We didn't really ask the rules on that, did we?
Interesting.
Oh wait, did
Oops.
we roll?
Sorry, I rolled for you on accident. Don't put yourself in initiative unless you plan on
I'll take
doing
that roll, I
something.
don't care.
Okay.
What is happening?
Okay.
What?
Oh, this is a good choice of music. Okay. So, okay. So at the start of this, Yoll, you start kind of walking forward, your axe in hand, and the red cap runs to the edge of the spider. The spider kind of sticks out its arm, and it runs off the tip of it, and he jumps out to attack you with his sickle. He's going to start things off by swinging at you for a, let me see here, for a 12 to hit.
Nor.
Nope. So he starts things off, jumping attack, clangs down on you, and spins around when he hits the ground and swings again for a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Oof. For 12 slashing damage. So he gets you right across the thigh, and he kind of stands his ground and like is just grinning as he looks up at you and takes a defensive pose with his sickle in front of him. Next is so again, guys, don't do anything unless you're. I'm just gonna skip you unless you say you're gonna do something. So, Buru, Silas.
I actually want to talk to my shield.
Okay.
If it comes to it, Garga, little test to our newfound relationship, eh? Don't let Yoll die. But
And you just. Sorry, go ahead.
if I say so, on my command, I don't want to ruin Yoll's moment.
Oh, I'm supposed to have initiative on my fucking, or advantage on my initiative roll. I forgot. It's too late. Don't worry about it.
That's all I want to say, Garga.
And he will say, he'll say quickly back to you, I signed that I would protect you while in the shield. Or I said that I would protect you. Plus, this one would suffer a fate worse than losing and dying if I saved him.
Agreed, I guess.
Yoll.
Just go to the bathroom real quick.
Sure.
I think Yoll's probably still not taking this guy seriously, so he's just gonna regular ass attack like a regular ass guy, but halberd styles. No reckless, no rage, just a regular old.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
Okay.
6 damage.
Damage. And then multi-attack.
Okay. Okay.
That's almost a crit, but it's not. Okay.
For 6 more.
And then Polearm Master. Because fuck it, why not?
Okay, you're still at disadvantage for this.
Right. So sorry, let me roll that again. Okay, 19.
You're not gonna take him seriously. You fucking
Christ. Yeah, that hits.
crazy. You're crazy.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
1d4 plus 4, I believe, is the macro that we decided on.
It is. So you did 8 damage? Ooh, I'm so bad at math.
6 plus 6 plus 8 is 20 total.
Yeah. So you slash, and then get him with the back end, and you're just totally overwhelming him. He holds up his sickle, and you just pierce it right through, and it just sets him off guard for all 3 attacks to get through, and he just bleeds all over the place. And you hear behind you Mad Maggie just going, yeah. Okay. Next is... Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
going to take a step in this direction.
Okay. Okay. So the as you kind of step over there, the red cap kind of follows you and then looks back to his spider, and he just goes, and the spider jumps forward, attempting to bite out at you, and it will bite for a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah.
Or 4 piercing damage, and I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I can do that. Ooh,
For
lower.
an 11. Meets a beat.
Best work.
But you are still going to take 11 poison damage. And as it bites, as it kind of sinks its teeth into you, it pulls back, blood goes flying out of your arm, and you look over at it, and it just kind of scuttles backwards into what basically is like, if you can imagine like an invisible door behind it, it just vanishes. It scuttles backwards and vanishes from plain sight.
Okay.
And you look back to see the red cap just kind of grinning, spits out blood on the ground, and just starts laughing. And it comes back to his turn. And he will... so he's going to start by attacking you again with his sickle. For a 14 to hit. And then he is going to kind of duck and dash backwards. So you can, if you'd like to use your reaction, you can do so.
Yes, I will be doing so. For 26.
26, okay, yeah, that hits. For 9, okay. And you know you're using the halberd side of this, right?
Yep. I was
Okay.
using the halberd side. I have to use the halberd side for Polar Master, so I assume that's just how I'm...
Yep.
doing it at the moment.
Just so you know, too, just for future reference, if you want to do it this way, if you're within 5 feet, you can use the Great Axe for your first hit, but then for the multi-attack, the second one, if you want to use Polar Master, then you can switch to the halberd. So you can go Great Axe, halberd, back end, okay?
Okay.
So 9 damage. So, okay, so he kind of takes his step back. You slash him in the back, opening a giant wound. His blood kind of spills out on the ground a bit, but he jumps back, turns, and starts running towards you, all in just kind of one fluid, like dash back, dash forward, and he jumps out to drop kick you with these iron boots that he's wearing that you now realize are huge for his legs. They basically come up to his knees. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so I believe I have advantage on this throw.
Okay.
Because you have advantage, danger sense, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see.
Oh, 100%.
So this is a thing that I...
You can see him in his big boots. 13? You needed a 14.
Oh.
So you take... Are you raging right now?
No.
Okay. So you take...
Might be able to...
You just got kicked in the face with Uggs.
Yeah. Metal Uggs.
Big
That ain't it.
iron Uggs.
You take 30 bludgeoning damage,
Oh.
and you are knocked prone.
Whoa. Oh.
Okay.
And so is he, by the
Am I
way.
knocked back at all?
No, just knocked prone. So he just comes, bang, and with a huge clang against your shell, you almost feel it start to split open, like you've never really been... I don't think you've ever been hit this hard, almost. And you...
Close.
Other than the Minotaurs, maybe.
It's a good thing I didn't fight this guy.
So just smashes against your chest, knocks you down. He too falls down as he tries to catch himself on the way down. So he's knocked down, and that's where he's going to end his turn. So it is your turn now.
Okay. Well, I will get up. I'll use half my movement to get up, and then I'm absolutely going to rage. This guy's pissing me off.
Okay.
And then, as he is right in front of me, and he is prone, I'm going to wail on his dumbass with my axe half.
Okay.
And he is prone, so I have advantage on this.
Why do you keep getting 26s? What the
I don't know. I've rolled 3 19s, I think, so far.
Okay.
Okay.
9.
Mhm.
Okay. So when you chop down on him, so kind of to backtrack for a second here, when
Sorry, +2 as well, so it's 11.
oh +2, so it's 11. So when he smashed you, it was like this deafening kind of smash of just iron against your hard shell, and just vibrated throughout kind of your body, and everybody in the crowd, all the other red caps, including the wild looking ones, all just start going crazy, just yeah, kill him. And then you get up and you just slash down on him, and you chop right through, like almost like you're chopping a piece of lumber, and you split right through his torso, basically like here, and it sinks into the ground. He's still breathing, kind of like reaching up with his sickle to try to kind of get back into the fight.
Okay, well, I'm gonna multi-attack him.
Okay.
He's still prone, correct?
He sure is.
Oh!
And as he reaches up, you swing down and just clang. You don't realize the rounded shape of the sickle just clangs off the side.
Okay, well then, I guess I'll try and polearm master. I'll try and do like a cool little spinny thing and then plunge him.
Okay, so you have just normal. It's just normal.
Yeah. Sidine.
Yeah, that hits.
Or more, 8 more. +10.
Go ahead.
Spinny Madoo. In through his face.
Okay.
A mug.
So clangs off the one side, spin around, boom, plant it right into his face. And his face just splats open, and his sickle just drops to the side. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I've already used my action and my bonus action. So I'm not sure that there's anything else I can do.
You can move.
I mean, I can move a bit. I guess I will move here and face roughly the direction where the spider vanished.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. So the spider steps forward out through, again, this like invisible door, and jumps out to bite at you. For an 8 to hit.
That will not.
So it jumps out from behind you, tries to bite into your juicy looking back, doesn't realize it's just a big shell. And so it kind of chips a little bit of its tooth, its fang, on you, and then it kind of squeals a little bit, shakes its head, and again steps backwards and vanishes.
There's no opportunity attack?
No, it just steps back and it's gone.
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot to plus dead.
Thank you. That makes me feel much better. I guess I want to like sort of like a sweeping attack where the spider vanished, like in this general area. Like,
Okay.
not trying to necessarily do that much damage, just trying to like figure out where this fucking thing is.
Okay. Give me a perception check while you're doing this.
Sure.
Okay, so as you are kind of like sweeping around, looking around, you can see there are like the spider footprints basically where you are, but you realize there's no spider footprints from where it was to where it showed up, and you don't see any behind or anywhere else. It's like it just kind of appeared, and then it's not It's not like actually moving around you anymore.
So I can see, but I see a couple of spider footprints.
You see spider footprints that line up with where it just was, but no spider footprints getting to that location or leaving that location.
That's fucking annoying.
I'll give you a second. Don't...
Probably should have cast Speak with Animals before this fight.
Can you like hold your action for when it appears?
Yes, I can, but I'm also just trying to look at the things that I have at my disposal. I'll ready a grapple.
You'll ready a grapple?
I'm gonna ready a grapple.
Okay. 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 And that's it?
That's it.
Okay. So it will come back into appearance again, and I'll let you do your grapple first, as it is again lunging out to bite you.
I'd like to yell, grab it, stick, and twist it. I'm just kidding.
The old dick twist. This is just a strength check, right?
Yep.
And I'm raging, so I have an advantage. Oh, a feeble 17.
Okay, you do. So it reaches out to try to bite you, which I will make that attack roll, but you are able to grab a hold of it.
Great.
Okay. And so it does try to bite you. Okay, for a... Well, I guess it's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. For 8 piercing damage, and then if you can make that Constitution saving throw. 13.
Jesus, my con saves are so low. I think I rolled a 13 on my last con save, too. No, I rolled an 11 on my last one.
13 was on the boot kick.
So you take... sorry, it's an odd number. So you take... you take 9 poison damage on top of that.
Okay.
And then it will start stepping back, and as you're holding on to it, you go with it, and both of you vanish from view, and everybody in this arena kind of starts cackling, and they just go, "Get him, Spider! Get him, Spider!" And Yoll, you are stepped back into the ethereal plane, so you look out and you don't see anybody else there. You just see this kind of bluish gray outline of all the surroundings that you just saw, minus all the people that were there. So you see the walls, you see the fort, you see the ground is still a dusty gray and blue color, and you are walked into the ethereal plane with this spider. And it is your turn in the ethereal plane.
Interesting. Wonder what happens if I kill the thing that brought me into the ethereal plane.
Me too.
I have an even worse question. Imagine if True fought it and then he grappled it and then he left the ethereal plane not fulfilling the contract, bro.
That's a good point. As soon as it stepped.
Dude, thank God I didn't fight this thing.
Same.
Holy shit, I would have died unintentionally. And then Gargoth would have been stuck there.
Hold on. I want want to check something, but I think I'm just going to prepare something else.
That's so funny.
Starts backing up. Bru's like, no.
Let's go.
He looks at the spider, looks at the shield, instantly dies.
Fucking bitch ass.
I didn't expect this.
Wait, why did you bring his head? I just die.
Well, I expect it wouldn't be able to move when it was grappled.
Right. Well, it didn't, really.
Yeah, no, I get it. I guess I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Can you take the dodge action while grappling? I was learning something new.
I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds weird, but according to this, you can. You lose the benefit if you're incapacitated or if your speed drops to 0. That's all. I wonder what happens if I just let go of them.
Only one way to find out.
The ethereal plane. That'd be a fucking bummer.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm only seeing cases for like, can you dodge while grappled? That's very strange.
I think you can take the dodge action while you're, because the dodge action is just like, it's not necessarily dodging. It's like defending yourself, right? That's what
Right. Right, but you've got your 2 arms around him. How's about this?
It's
I'll meet
jujitsu, you know? He like arm locks the spider.
I'll meet you in the middle.
Yeah.
I'll let you take the dodge action if you want, but what it'll do is it'll just bump your AC by 2.
I think that's better.
Like it fucking sucks.
No, that's good. That's like half cover.
I mean, sure, but I would infinitely rather disadvantage on attack rolls. Is there like something on the spider that's like glowing or something? Like, is there some sort of non-spidery thing? Is this weird? This is obviously a weird spider. It can like phase between planes and whatever, but is that effectively? I'm trying to figure out if there's something on the spider that's giving it the ability to do so.
Give me a quick perception check. When you stepped back, when it stepped back into the ethereal plane, the only thing that really stood out is that all of its 8 eyes, which are white, kind of lit up and kind of glimmered blue, and they remain blue in this plane.
I see.
Oh, Yoll's gonna get dirty. The ref's gonna have to call it.
I would like to unarmed strike it in its eyes.
Okay.
I am still raging, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I've been attacked.
Yep.
And taken damage. So.
It's turning into an MMA fight.
How do you do unarmed?
I want to put it in
I
a
forget how you do unarmed
4-leg
strikes
lock.
when you're raging.
It would be advantage. Or wait, sorry, it's not advantage.
Right, not advantage because it's an attack.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, we're good.
But it's still strength, so you're good.
That's a crit.
Holy.
Okie dokie.
Maggie Dean.
Which matters because your boy has claws.
That's true.
It's 1d4 plus 4, so it's 2d4 plus 4.
Okay. So you're clawing at the eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
2d4 plus 4 plus 2 because I'm raging for 9.
Okay. Can you roll a d8 for me real quick?
Yeah.
So you slash out and you gash. Oh fuck! you gash your fucking headset off. You gash across 4 of its eyes and you just slash and they pop like blistery pustules.
No, like fat globules, right? Fat globules.
It just squeals and you rip through its eyes and it takes 9 damage. Okay.
That is an attack.
Yes,
So
and
I
you
would
can
like
multi.
the multi-attack.
Yeah.
For 22.
Yep.
So we're gonna do D4. D4 plus. Still attacking its eyes, attacking the other eyes.
Yep.
4 plus 4 plus 2. For 7.
7. Okay, go ahead and roll that D8.
Come on, 4, baby.
You in the plane?
Ooh. So slash once, get 4 of them, slash back down, and you only pop 1 of them. But it is still squealing, so 7 damage. And it at that does phase back into the normal plane. Anything else from you?
Yes. I do still have my bonus action.
Okay.
Headbutt master.
No. I'm actually going to. Am I a coward? No. Yoll is no coward. You took a 2v1. Probably a good thing I didn't attack recklessly, huh? I will not do anything.
No bonus?
No bonus action. That
Okay. So, are you still grappling it?
Yes.
It is going to try to break that grapple.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your strength check to contest.
Okay, mine's at advantage.
20. Okay. You maintain the hold. And I think that's actually all I'm allowed to do here. But it is going to pull you back into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
So you guys jump back in. And it's you.
Okay. I'm just gonna unarmed strike him in the eyes again.
Okay.
Because that seemed to work last time. Why wouldn't it this time? Yeah. Fuck.
That misses.
Would.
So he's a little bit wily.
Multi-attack. Is he feeling reckless? Yeah, he's reckless.
Okay.
Oh, that's not how reckless works, is it? I think we decided that's not how reckless works.
Well, you can
Be reckless on all of them or none of them.
But you can. There's no reason you couldn't choose halfway through to get reckless.
That's true.
Yeah,
Reckless
it's just worse
reckless
for
has to
you.
be on an attack.
Yeah, it's just worse for you.
Attack, not a bonus attack. Either way, so it's that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
D4 plus 4 plus 2. For 8.
8. Okay, and roll the d8.
Come on.
Okay. So you slash across all the eyes, and it just instantly, you get all the remaining eyes. They just pop underneath your fingernails, and you got it nice and jammed in the cuticles too. And it takes the 8 damage, and it
Recently. There's actually. Oh no, never mind. I added.
It does look like, by the way, it is like actually leaking a lot of this like blue and white fluid out of its eyes. eye holes. Sorry. Anything else from you? As you are instantly shifted back into the regular plane.
Okay. That is the important thing. Yes, I would like to disengage my grapple.
Okay. Okay. Are you going anywhere?
Yes, I'm also gonna step away.
Okay. Now it will get an opportunity here.
Will it? It doesn't have eyes.
Blind.
Yeah, so it feels you let go.
It feels me let go, but it okay, sure. Why?
It's not going to be super accurate, but you did reckless attack. So it'll just be a normal attack. For a 9 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Spider, I'm sick of it.
So now that it cannot see, it is going to randomly lash out, and we're going to see if it can get anywhere near you. And it kind of follows the direction you let go from, and actually is able to find its way towards you for a big 7 to hit.
See.
So it just kind of blindly, literally lashes out to try to bite at you. Bleeding this goo everywhere. And by the way, everyone else seeing this, Yoll is bleeding like crazy. The spider's bleeding. The other thing has a fucking hole through its face. It is a gory scene. Sorry, say that again?
That was the spider's attack was
Was
at
the
regular,
7.
not at disadvantage, right?
It was at regular because you recklessed.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it my turn?
Yes.
I would like to bring my axe down on its head, please.
Let her rip.
Recklessly.
Okay. It is exactly the number you needed.
But
Okay, it is 2 more than the number you needed, so go ahead and describe it.
I'm just separating its head from its shoulders. Actually, you know what? Just to be nice, I'll put the dagger end of my polearm through the back of its head. Just like
Okay.
its daddy.
Okay. And you plant down onto this thing. It just collapses down, and you see the legs kind of curl up, and it just naturally kind of starts rolling sideways and back onto its back. And the legs curl up, and it gets plus dead.
Plus deaded. As the spider plus dead, so I'd like to turn to Silas and be like, you'd be dead 4 times over.
I would be dead. You're 100% right. I'm glad you stepped in and told me I was stupid.
And as you turn around, you see this flame skull next to Silas too. It just has its jaw open, watching you, and everybody else, all the other red caps, just kind of, oh,
I should have took a
that was a close one.
should have made a bet with him.
Damn. And they go back, and you see them kind of, each one of them handing coins to each other, as some of them like, fist pumping, the rest of them kind of looking dejected as they all make their way back to kind of where they had come from. And Mad Maggie makes her way into the center, and she just kind of like holds out her hand to like high five you, Yoll, because I knew you could do it.
Don't leave a human hanging. Human, not human, you know what I mean. I'll give a tentative, like a someone gives you, when someone is trying to give you a high five and you just touch their palm.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't want this, but you know that it's rude to not.
Yeah.
Kind of where we're at.
Okay. And she just kind of like takes it and like starts clicking her fingers together as she walks over to past the spider and over to the red cap, and just grabs him by his hat and just starts dragging him over. And she says, well, we have everything we need. Oh, you came so close to death. I was so hoping it would be a double kill.
It was. I'll point at the spider and the guy.
Triple kill. I was hoping for a triple kill.
Quadra kill. Pentakill.
I'll take your head off your shoulders for you if you want. And then give her like a little cheeky grin.
And she just kind of laughs and goes, I'd like to see you try, especially in the state you're in, so close, kissing death on the mouth. Anyways,
She's kind of a lot, huh?
we have business to attend to. No time to waste, right? And she just drags him pretty gruesomely over to the back to where the pillows were.
I'll walk over to Yoll and I'll say, have a look at those wounds. I can patch you up.
While he's doing that, I want to point to Silas and point to the spider and be like, this one's oozing gross shit. You want some of that too?
Oh no, Yoll. Thanks though.
15 hit points.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Need a potion. I have extra, but
I don't need anything right now. I'm all right. It wasn't as close as it looked. You know I love the theater.
yes, we do.
I'll get the next one, Yoll.
Ha! He'll walk off.
Hand on his shoulder. Absolutely, you will not. Come on, Lulu.
And as you head over, Lulu's like talking in your ear. Yo, that was crazy. You were on the ground. I thought he was gonna kill you.
No. I promised, didn't I?
Yeah. You're really good at keeping that promise. Just be careful.
You first.
And you can see Mad Maggie's already just kind of like got her hands, like those just super long fingers go right into the hole that you put into his face and just crack it open like a pomegranate. And just
God damn.
If it's not festering pustules, it's pomegranate skulls. Like, Jesus Christ. This guy. You know I ate very recently, right?
yes, and I'm hoping that I can one day get you to really regret it. If I get you to puke one day,
I was pretty close earlier.
okay.
Not kidding. Genuinely was pretty close.
Which part did it?
When you just...
With the
Ooh.
He's still, by the way, as current time, he's still standing there sucking on that thing like a curly straw.
bro.
In a big gulp.
I appreciate these. Big gulp from 7-Eleven.
Every once in a while, he squeezes it. Just
Bro, like a fucking one of those fucking yogurt fruit roll up things, just like the fucking.
Oh my god.
yogurt tube.
Motherfucking having some yo play.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Holy fuck.
Okay. Let's get serious. Okay. So pomegranate's his head and then starts scooping out. Just starts reaching into kind of his like down into his neck a little bit and starts just pulling out pools of blood into her hands, and she's like weirdly able to hold like a pretty large volume of blood, and she just starts walking around backwards in a circle. And she creates around with the pillows as the center point, which I'll give you a little marking for that so you can see kind of where you're looking. So
Yeah,
the
draw some
pillows are there, though they are black. Don't mind the purple. So she kind of steps out to about here, and I guess I'll give you the circle too that she's drawing. Unfortunately, it's like kind of locked as purple, but you know. So she draws, using the blood, she just kind of takes a step back, draws out the circle of blood. She takes the two skulls from behind her and breaks them free of their tether from her belt and just places them down gingerly on either side of the pillows. And she says, we could use my sister's help with this one. Okay, little celestial, onto the pillows. Birds out of the circle. And they just take a step back. And as they're kind of stepping back, they look to you, Yoll, and they just go, that was badass. Really badass. And she discards of the corpse, just tosses it aside. And for kind of this old lady, she really hucks this thing like a good 10 feet. And Lulu kind of gingerly crawls herself off view Yoll and makes her way onto the pillows. And she says, now let me explain how this is going to work. Anyone who's here to help, get in the circle.
Are you drinking my blood? As I step in.
No, no, no. We have rules here, despite the chaos. Fair and square. You won that fight, and you did me a favor.
I'm gonna put my hand on Silas's shoulder and mind link with him and say, at least one of us should stay outside of the circle.
Hmm.
You're muted, Silas.
Oh my Lanta.
I'm gonna turn to Maggie and be like, and say, or just say, what about my memories? If I step in the circle, you know, will that help?
Says, well, I have nobody here that I need killed. And all this blood is going to waste. So if you can come up with more blood, be my guest. But as far as I'm concerned, I want to know what's in this one's head quite a bit more than what's in yours.
I'm gonna have to kill somebody. All right.
Be my guest.
I'm gonna, well, Gantash talk to me and be like, you stay outside.
I'm just gonna slowly meander my way over to stand behind her.
She says, oh, you're not joining the fun?
Just spectating, really. Carry on.
Oh. Well, that's too bad. You can keep me company, though. And she kind of winks at you.
I'll just like close my eyes and just, Tom, please help me.
You hear Torm's voice. He just says, fuck that.
Tom?
I literally don't do it.
But
Tom,
also, fuck that.
you've never spoken to me, Tom, until now.
Get retcon. He doesn't say anything.
Get retconned, you're alone, idiot.
Yeah.
She says, okay, everyone. Prepare yourselves. You are going to go through a bit of a dreamscape. You'll be participating in these memory recoveries. So just don't be afraid and don't quit. Okay?
Silas, that means remember correctly.
You tell me to write stuff down? Ready.
Okay. So I am actually going to do a little something here. Let's kind of not done this yet, so I'm hoping this works out okay. Going on the fly a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh,
Closing the curtains.
very poggers.
That work?
Yeah,
Nice.
I can only see inside the circle.
Nice. Okay. So she says, we're going for a bit of a deep dive. Just know that if you die in these dreams, you're gonna die out here too. So, have each other's backs, and I think you'll be able to make it through. Good luck. And she takes a step out of the circle, and this just kind of black orb forms around all of you, and Lulu, just her eyes kind of close, and she immediately like faints onto the pillow, the pile of pillows. Gantash, from your perspective, you two just see kind of the outside of this smoky black orb, and this kind of visions start to fill the black smoke. A little bit of light starts pouring through the smoke, just little glimpses shimmering through. And this is exactly what you see. There are little dancing lights, almost like they're being filtered through prisms, so you see the different colors kind of shining through. And you see off to one side of the orb a vision of Lulu just floating very lazily, flying through a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. As they stroll through the tall green grass, you hear Mad Maggie's voice, and she just says, "Oh, push through this vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes what were true. We need to see more." And the vision kind of starts closing in again, and you all feel this kind of pressure in your heads. Everybody that's inside the circle, everybody make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Not
That's
Yoll's
not good.
specialty.
Me neither.
Okay.
Did you just dab? Did you just fucking dab? I'm disgusted. That your
Plus 8 on
intelligence should be a nat
intelligence.
1. Should have a nat
intelligence
1.
dabs
Wait,
for
did I not
succeeding.
roll? What the fuck?
You didn't know.
I'm disgusted. Can we
Okay.
retcon his
Wow,
crit?
okay, very not Buru's specialty.
So, Buru and Yoll, you feel this immense pressure weighing on your skulls. Like it feels like there's a vice on your temples. And Silas, you're able to kind of like mentally just push through this vision and kind of clear the fog, and the kind of mental power that you put forward to clear out this vision starts to alleviate the pressure from Yoll and Buru as well. And you guys feel this immediate link as you start passing through this vision. You feel this immediate mental link to each other, and you feel the strength of Silas kind of pushing through that one as he waits through.
So this is what it feels like to be carried all the time?
Ooh.
Yes.
The next scene that starts to kind of appear as the black smoke starts to fill in again and then dissipate a little bit, you see a flame-encircled battlefield that appears on a barren hellscape. At the center of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, horribly injured. You see yourselves standing in defense of Lulu and the angel, facing outwards as 6 small spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappears through a portal. Give me a perception check.
Everyone?
All 3 of you, yeah. Burusk. So Yoll and Silas, you see that the human warriors going through the portal, you catch glimpses of the emblem of the Hell Riders as they are panicked and cowardly running through the portal away from battle. And Buru, by proxy, because of your mental link to the other two, you too kind of catch the vision. As you guys kind of look around, the vision that you see in the smoke, you look towards the center and you actually see Lulu passed out. So the vision that you saw in front of you is now in the circle with you as you see Lulu passed out next to an angel. And you look into the smoke and those devils are now surrounding you and they start creeping out into the orb. And you hear Mad Maggie, you hear her through the orb say, "Those devils, you have to defeat those devils," as they actually step forward into your circle.
Oh, motherfucker.
Whoops, where'd I put these boys? Sorry, guys.
Am I hearing Mad Maggie out here say those things?
You are.
Oh.
Sorry, the update actually changed a little bit of the layout here, so I apologize.
Anybody wants to help in the circle? God damn.
I didn't really know what that meant.
Get a couple of meatballs at 20% HP and twink.
Sorry, guys. I don't know why they changed a little bit of the layout, and I have apparently lost my token, so just give me 2 seconds.
What do I have left?
You've got a sword and the ability to swing it.
Alright, I have 5 new super moves. I'm a wrestler.
Okay.
I have an interesting question.
Okay.
So with this orb,
boy.
I can't see in it, correct?
Correct.
Any spells that have the text creature see, I can't do because I need to see the creature.
Correct.
However, if a text says I may move something up to X amount of feet,
I'd assume you have to be able to see the thing. I assume you have to be able to see the thing you are moving and where you are moving.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
okie dokie.
If you wanted to throw like a rock at the orb, see what happens. Like if that's like, are you thinking of moving something
I
from
was
the
thinking
outside
of
in?
moving spiritual weapon into the orb.
Just link it.
Spiritual weapon just, I think, can move anywhere. That's different.
That's what I was thinking about.
One of these guys almost fucked me up last time.
Oh, interesting.
Doesn't actually even say that I need to see the creature. That's why I was very curious about the weapon.
Oh god, there's 5 of them.
No, there's 6. There's 6 of them.
Oh. Whoops.
So you swing the weapon like with your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. You would be swinging blindly.
Oh, no.
Like you wouldn't be, like you can't see into the thing.
Yeah. I was just curious, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's what you hear. She says, you must defeat those devils, and they literally just walk themselves out of the mist. They have a little bit of a different quality to them. They're like everything here is just like, you know how you have like the most lucid dream you've ever had. Think of that, and that's how these things are appearing to you. Same with the angel that's lying next to Lulu. So we're gonna put you guys into initiative. So everybody can go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
I'm gonna roll twice because I have advantage.
Sure.
It's not letting me roll again.
Wow.
Can you
Little sandwich.
remove me from initiative so I can reroll?
What's that?
Can you remove me from initiative so I can reroll? It wasn't letting me.
Yes. Yep.
That's better.
Okay.
Considerably better.
Okay. So they step out and they immediately start coming after basically whatever's in front of them. And so this one is the one that, sorry, I say this one. This one here in the top left. I think you guys can see my mouse.
Yep.
This one in the top left of the orb immediately steps out, sees Lulu laying there, and just attacks. So this one's going to go ahead and attack with its bite. So it's going to try to bite Lulu laying there. So it has advantage. And crits. Can you change up our little music here?
Here it comes.
It was quiet, but I'm going to change to something else.
Music change.
Dealing 12 slashing damage. So you can see she's kind of laying there and just instantly sinks in all these really pointed teeth. So 12. And you can already see Lulu bleeding that kind of celestial glowing blood. And then he stands up and with his trident tries to take a stab at her, also with advantage. Why the fuck did I roll that? Is gonna hit, just regular hit. For a whopping 1 piercing damage.
Excellent.
That's the best.
Next is gonna be Yoll.
Okay, so first things first. You yell at Silas, hold them. I'm gonna rage. And then
Hold them.
I think I'm just going to attack the guy that's right in front of me.
Okay.
Right here.
Yep.
With the old axie poo.
Okay.
For a 17.
That hits.
Okay. Plus 2. Jesus, my damage rolls are low today.
For 8? Yep, that you get a pretty good chunk out of him.
Multi-attack.
Okay.
24.
Yeah.
Pole army.
Okay.
13.
Okay, you take a huge chunk out of him. Split his wing wide open.
Polearm master.
My God.
Okay.
9.
That does not hit.
Shit. I was vibing. I'm gonna stand my ground.
Okay. That one's looking very, very beaten up. The next one to go is actually the one that you just hit. And he's going to gladly retaliate and try to bite you for a smashing dirty 20.
It's
Reaction.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
So I distract you, and you have to make re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. And then I can choose a different creature that I see within range that has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within 1 minute.
It's a 2.
2 misses.
There you go. And Yoll has
Thanks for clarifying, Yoll.
advantage. And Yoll has advantage on his next. I mean, he might have it anyways.
Okay.
But yeah.
On my next
Okay.
attack roll?
Your
or
next
ability check?
attack roll. Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Whatever you.
For
For the
a
next
minute.
For a minute.
That's insane.
Strong.
I
On the
finally
next
got a
attack roll-
reaction spell.
Oh, I see. But he only gets it once. He doesn't get it for the
only
whole
gets
night.
it
Yeah, no, I don't get it on everything.
Okay,
For the next
so he's still going to misses the bite. Basically, Yoll just kind of like phases back a little bit and is missed with that attack. Then the fork attack comes out, so he tries to stab you and just clangs against your chest for a 13, and will just whiff that one off to the side. But he will also kind of creep his way in, being seemingly like drawn to Lulu in the center. Next is this one here, who is going to attack over at Buru. So he's going to try to bite you.
No.
Does Buru have to be within 5 feet?
I can never remember if it's the attacker or the person who's getting attacked.
Just link it up.
Whenever a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat,
Okay, go ahead.
like in Sentinel.
Click, click, plow.
Ka-ching.
Yeah.
12.
12? Oh, you get a very satisfying chunk into this one's torso. And it lets out a big screech, though in this like kind of dreamscape, it's a little faded. It kind of rings through your ear and then fades into the back of your head. Anything else?
No, it's not my turn.
Oh, right. Then he's going to fork attack Buru for... What do we got here? For a 15 to hit.
No, sir.
Okay, just clangs up against your shield, and that's it for him, though he also draws forward a little bit. Silas.
Yay.
Actually, Gantash, why don't I put you in just so you can see?
Sure. Holy moly.
Yeah, not great.
Okie dokie. Chromatic orb?
Fireball? Fireball? Yeah.
You technically can.
Boom! Fill the whole thing. Fill the whole orb.
I could kill Yoll though accidentally. Don't want that. I'm gonna use magic missile.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it at second level. So I have 4. And did I cast it? Yeah. I'm gonna cast on the 2 right beside me to my left. So 2 to each.
So let's start with the one directly beside you. Okay.
Ooh.
So
4 and
8.
4.
Is
Nice.
And then
Sorry.
so 8 on one and 7 on the other.
Okay. I have so many fucking character sheets up. Okay. Okay. So those launch out, exploding against them, and they, you can see them kind of starting to buckle under the explosions. Anything else?
I don't have a reaction because I used my reaction.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, but you have a
Then
bonus
that's my
action.
next turn.
You have a bonus action, though. I don't know if you can do anything with it. But if
You do
can.
have a reaction, don't you?
No,
I
he just used it.
the spell.
Yeah, I know, but
You just got it
you
back.
have your reaction. I think actually, technically, maybe shouldn't have been able to use that reaction because he hadn't have a turn yet.
You know, weirdly, I've just read about this week. He does have it.
And then he doesn't have it again.
He
until
had it
next
before.
turn,
He doesn't have it until his.
the beginning of his next turn.
Sorry. No, he has. Yeah, it's a little weird, but he has regained it now. So it is a little strange. It's kind of almost like reactions
Yeah, you
play
get,
the
you get your
benefit.
reaction at the beginning of your turn.
Correct.
Like that's
so
the
he.
timer is from the beginning of your turn to beginning of your
Yes. So everybody starts with the reaction, and then they regain it on their turn.
I want to do something. I want to pull a random item out of my robe of useful items. Can I do that as a bonus action?
Sure.
Oh, it says 1 action. I can't.
Oh.
can't.
Okay. Okay.
That's the end of my turn then.
Okay. Buru. So beside
Finally.
you have one that's a little bit chunked out. The one above you is looking healthy, and there's kind of devil blood just flying all over the place.
Yeah, the one I'm gonna immediately attack the one that's injured.
Okay, go ahead. So that's this guy here. Thanks for the tickle, Krepe. Yeah, that hits. Nobody misses these things. 7? Okay. So you get a nice solid swing with your flail, and you feel a big satisfying crunch as it looks pretty desperate for breath right now.
Okay. Desperate, right? I'll hit it again. Help it out.
Okay, that hits.
Come right back with the flail.
Yeah, go ahead and describe how you want.
So just a little, and I just pause for a second. Oh, okay, I got you, and it's right back at him.
So when you smash this thing, it kind of crumples down and hits the ground, and then in that black smoke, it just actually fades away.
Okay. I would like to action surge. I can't English. So, redo my turn once again.
Okay. Wow, this is a crazy.
I am just gonna attack the one that's healthy.
Crazy song. Is that what you were gonna say?
That hits? Yeah, it is.
I
I like
from
it
The
though. It's very
Witcher.
fitting. 11.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I get
Good
another
hit.
whirl?
Okay.
Ah!
That does not hit. Oh wait, you have advantage
Wait, why?
because you're flanking.
Oh, this one I'm flanking?
Yeah. You should have had advantage on the other one too.
Oh, well.
Well, it doesn't matter. You miss. Okay. Anything else from you?
Bonus auction.
Pretty sure you used that on the action surge.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Okay, next we've got a little bit of a lineup here. So this one here is going to attack Silas. Bite him to start. Classic. And he will bite out for an 18 to hit. Any reaction?
Yeah. No, I don't. No.
Okay, 5 slashing damage from the bite. And then he will try to fork you. Haven't hit with one of these yet. For a dirty 20. For a whopping 2 piercing damage.
I hurt.
And then it immediately just kind of like its head gets drawn and it just turns itself and its weapon towards Lulu. Next is going to be this one above you, Buru, who will retaliate against you on his first turn for a 10 to hit with the bite and a 17 with the fork.
No and no.
Okay.
And I'm going to riposte
Okay.
once.
Let her rip.
Oops, wrong one.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Go ahead and describe how you killed this thing.
Okay, 15. Oh, this is just clang against the flail, and I'm just gonna just come down on whatever it's attacking with me, like it kind of like parries, and just come down with the flail, smash the skull in.
Okay. So you leave a nice dent on the back of its head, and as it hits the ground, it too fades away. Okay. And then next up is our other buddy over here, who will just make its way forward to Lulu. Reach down and bite. And hits with the bite. For 6 slashing damage. And the teeth holes just continue to pour out blood. And then he will attack with the fork. And will not hit, actually. So just kind of in its lust for blood, just doesn't concentrate and hits the pillow. Though you do see that when it hits the pillow doesn't actually get damaged. Next is the guy above in the top left. He's going to attack with advantage with bite and magically rolls a 5 as the best roll. And then with the fork... Okay, there we go. The fork will hit for 1 whole damage. Okay, and he pulls it out, and you now see these devils just totally swarming around Lulu. Yoll, you're up next.
Okay, it's this one that's injured, right? That's the one that I
Correct.
injured previously?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna attack this one, but I'm gonna do it recklessly. Like, I'm gonna start getting reckless because there's one of these things fucking out of
Okay.
here. First attack, 24.
Yep.
Still raging. 9.
Go ahead and describe it.
Attack rolls are bad. Like, I just want to split the thing in half and complete, like, in
Okay.
half, like you're fucking weeding the garden.
Okay. And it goes down. Jesus Christ.
And then I step exactly where it was, and then with my multi-attack, I'll attack this one right in front of me. Reckless again.
Mhm.
Now I need
Yep, that hits.
15
For
damage.
15 damage. Jesus.
And then I'll Polar Master that one as well.
Okay.
I am still reckless. 26.
Yes.
Plus 2 is 8.
Okay, so you leave this one pretty tattered and bloody, and at that, you basically just kind of carve your way through in this like just bloodlust as you carve one in half, and the other one you get down pretty low, and you see them kind of lunge out for Lulu, but all 3 of them just vanish, and the dream sequence starts to kind of rumble around you, and you hear Maggie's voice in your head. You can cancel Fred boat here or switch it back. You hear Maggie's voice come through the orb, and it just says, yes, carrying on, continue on, boys. And as you guys are kind of gathering yourselves back up, feeling very, very damaged, and you feel like this migraine is starting to come on, a 4th sequence rolls around you, and in the sequence you are wandering a vast barren landscape of just utter devastation. Black sludge rises rapidly out of the ground, enveloping your feet and gripping onto you tightly, overwhelming you with a horrible sense of loss. And you just hear the words, "Don't let the sludge consume you. You must push through her defenses. She must look." And the sludge just is almost like if you can envision like Venom, like the movie Venom, it's just wrapping up around your feet. And you guys try to trudge through it. So I need you all to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Roller's discretion.
Yep, roller's discretion. So you all kind of step forward and trudge your way out. Silas, you're kind of left behind as it now starts gripping up around your waist. Yoll and Buru, as you step out of it, you're actually kind of elevated over the ground, and you're elevated above Silas and above the sludge, looking down now on them, just kind of floating at the top of this orb. Silas, you, my friend, are going to take... you are going to take 20 psychic damage.
Okay. Okay.
It's a casual.
How's that there? Heck.
Casual little, easy for a wizard. I can take it, no problem.
As
My shoulder.
these 3 devils that you were just fighting kind of reappear, and they seem to be able to just kind of walk through the sludge, and they all just kind of put their weapons down, and they say in this like weird language that you've never really heard before, but you're able to understand it somehow. They just look at you and they say, "Will you spare us?"
They look at who?
Silas.
They're the creature. They're the spine devils from before.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Oh.
And they're still
Sorry.
carved up and beaten just the exact same way you left them.
Spare you from what?
Please, don't kill us. Will you spare us?
Oh no, this is a life or death question. I feel like, and I don't know the answer. No.
You say no?
I don't know.
It's a good thing you have so much conviction about this answer.
Yeah, you just...
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna die if I answer poorly. Will I spare the spine devils? No.
You say no?
Yeah.
So when you say no, your voice just kind of echoes out of their mouth too. You just say no and they say no in your voice, but it turns into like this desperate scream as the sludge just overtakes them. And they just kind of poof out into smoke. Make that same check.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh!
You have
Can I use
inspiration by chance?
I do have it, but can I use it on a nat 1?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can use it whenever.
It just gives you advantage. That's all.
Oh god, that's still good.
Yahtzee.
I believe. Okay. I mean, it's better.
Still pretty.
I'll
fucking
roll.
bad,
Should I
though.
roll my d8 as well?
If you want, you...
That's, that is your decision to make.
Oh my god.
You have to choose before you know the results, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I know what the D8 is.
D8. Oh, it's not working.
16.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
I need you to know this was 16 psychic damage, but you step your foot up and there seems to be almost like an invisible step that you push off of and you break free of the sludge and you start kind of floating above just with Buru and Yoll, and the sludge just slowly starts to dissipate into the ground again as Silas, Buru, and Yoll, you kind of slowly land back down on your feet, centered around Lulu. As the next sequence starts to kind of fade into view, and you hear Mad Maggie say through the orb, "This is it. This is it." And you just watch as Lulu, resting on those black cushions, the black from the cushions just kind of starts leaking out onto the floor, creating this kind of black void underneath her. And your view just kind of starts fading back, and you start seeing her smaller and smaller away. And then a beam of brilliant white light starts shining down onto her. Next to Lulu, a large gleaming brass spyglass rests atop an ornately carved tripod. Lulu awakens and peacefully looks around her. She sees the spyglass, and she looks through, pressing one eye against the eyepiece. She kind of angles it off, looking around, and then she steps back. You guys start floating in closer, and you can see that her eyes are wide. And she just starts crying out, "The sword! The sword! I know where the sword is!" And the orb fades. You guys kind of fall to the ground in your new kind of... What's that?
I want to land like Spider-Man.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh my god.
Not only do you land like Spider-Man, everyone notices. And they're forced to think it's cool. Okay, so you guys step out of the orb, and Maggie, kind of as the orb is starting to dissipate, Maggie kind of steps back and like just leans on you, Gantash, and she just goes, "Oh, that was so good. All that misery, all that pain. Was it good for you too?"
It's up a smoke.
I don't answer.
Speechless. Me too, big boy. And Gantash, you see this kind of very beaten and battered crew in front of you. And Lulu just excitedly just says, is just like screaming out, "I know where the sword is! I know where the sword is! I finally figured it out!" And she blasts her trumpet, and it just echoes over the walls and reverberates back. Just this like super loud sound you haven't heard her make before. And she goes, "Oh, and I could do that now too! This is so cool!"
I want to run over and give Lulu a big old hug.
And as you do, you kind of feel like a little bit of the blood just kind of dripping on your forearm, but she reciprocates and like hugs you back a little bit weakly, but
You did so good.
you too, buddy. You too. And all of you did so good. Mad Maggie kind of immediately starts approaching and just says, "Oh, that was a rush. Ah, such a shame you survived again. But that's okay. I think I can be of a little bit more of assistance now that you've done me this favor. I'll be thinking about that memory for quite a while. You can take a rest here. Nobody will bother you. And in the morning, I'll let you have a pick of the litter, if you will." And she just nods over to these two massive machines in the corner.
Oh, baby. Mad Max
Are
up
you
in here.
offering us a
Mad
siege
Maggie.
engine?
Say that again.
Ah, I get it now. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what'd you say?
Sorry.
Are you offering us a siege engine?
A couple. I'll give you a little budget to work with. You can play around in the junkyard. Oh, I'm exhausted. And it looks like you guys might be too. Or you can go on your way. Whatever floats your boats.
I
No, I
Definitely.
think a safe place to rest would be appreciated.
Yeah, I think a
Yeah.
place to rest is needed. Can you accommodate?
You know, you can sleep in my hut tonight.
Gantash, look, she's offering.
Oh, he's definitely sleeping in my hut tonight. He doesn't have a choice.
So that's what you call it.
Oh, Maggie,
That's what he's
you
gonna be
flatter
saying.
me. I only sleep with Torm in my heart of hearts.
Well, tonight you'll be sleeping with Mickey, too.
Don't tell me he makes a noise when she says his name.
You should hear him snore.
I don't think I want to.
After she says that, I'm going to look at her and look at it and look back at her and go, you know, I don't think I should.
Well, you don't really have a choice. Everyone hears Mickey snore. Even if you're across the fort.
Well,
Mickey, you're so fine.
Before we rest for the evening, you spoke of a potential trade.
Oh, right. Well, I'll take that dragon's blood off your hands for an extra upgrade to one of our machines.
You see, I know what this blood does for you. I'm not sure what a machine upgrade does for me.
Well, I'll have to teach you all about it. I'll whisper it into your ear later.
I'm sure a normally volumed conversation in the morning will suffice.
Morning. Haven't heard that word in a long time. I'll see you after your sleep. Just through that gate there. Take any one of the huts. And I'll have some food brought over too. Though your delicate palates may not be able to handle it.
I'll have whatever Mickey's having.
I won't.
I'm just kidding.
You can...
I wanna
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
open up the satchel with the soul coin. Does this interest you, Maggie?
Oh. Well, where'd you get that?
Don't worry about it.
And she says, I'm sure I could think of something. She says, let me just touch it first, see if it's worth anything.
Nope, not until you have something to trade.
Oh. Well, you're no fun. There's lots to trade. I just want to know if it's worth anything. You could have a bad one.
Come up with something and you can touch it all you want.
It's. I think because of it, it's a soul coin. She wants to see who is in the coin.
Yeah, that's fine. But she there's rules. She follow rules. So she gotta bring something.
We can talk about it in the morning, but I'll need to touch it first before I figure out what I'm willing to trade for it.
Morning. I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Got him.
Good point. You've got me speaking your language now. Well,
And
Happens when you spend time among friends.
she just kind of grins at you. Her grin just like creeps up weirdly close to her eyes.
Oh.
when she said, now you have me speaking your language, in Celestial I'll say, I probably don't think so. But I'll just like mutter it under my breath, kind of like thinking that there's no way in hell she knows this language.
She speaks back a like alternating every other word between abyssal and an infernal. She just says to you, oh, playing language games is my favorite.
And in common, I'll say, yeah, but not mine.
And you can see she kind of like clearly is very like pleased with how this whole experience has gone. She just says, well, boys, rest up. We'll have some negotiating to do in the morning, but I'm feeling generous. Have a good sleep. And she makes her way over, just past Mickey. Mickey just kind of slumps down, sits on the ground, takes a nice big gulp out of himself, and she hops on to this
Jesus. Gotta get her prune juice in.
Bro, motherfucker's on that 7-Eleven big gulp, bro. Just fucking.
Yeah.
What's that, cherry blast or Mountain Dew, bro? What's going on in there, man?
No, he's got a full Slurpee and a big gulp.
So she hops onto this like kind of infernal like motorcycle looking thing. It's got like
Motorcycle?
a bone, like this giant thick bone for its handlebars, and she just like wheelies off into the distance.
What the heck? Really gonna.
Okay.
All right.
Chuck and Clonk, by the way, are like just in awe, like just watching you guys do your thing, just beaks wide open.
I definitely could use some rest.
I'm gonna head off to the tents for a little snooze, but before we do, I want to turn to, what did you say? Call him Chuck and Plonk?
Well, now I want to, but no, it's Chucka and Clonk.
Chucka and Clonk, close enough.
Yeah.
Turn to Chucka and Clonk and be like, but you guys are glad you're on our side, huh? And give him a little winky boo, and then I'll wander off to go get some snooze.
And they just kind of speechlessly like grinning and just like nodding along, like they're like they just watched like a metal rock show or something, just so into it. Lulu zips up and follows you in too.
Oddly enough, I want to. So this corpse is still just sitting here.
Yeah.
I want to loot him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a size 5 women's iron boots.
Size 5.
In women's. So sorry, they're Doc Martens.
Yes, they are. The
Okay.
black and yellow laces. Little yellow flap at the back.
So you notice that this guy is basically like bone dry now. Like his skin is just pruned up, like sucked into onto his muscle tissue and his bones, and his he is actually not got a lot on him, but he does have tucked inside this like rope waistband that he's wearing. You kind of feel around, you can feel these two kind of glass something or others. You pull them out and you see that they are 2 vials of this like almost neon green and black mixture that just kind of swirls around in both vials.
Okay. I want to sniff it.
You want to like
Being
uncap it?
Being the cow that I am.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'd like to loot this rotted corpse, and then I want to sniff whatever I find on him.
I don't want to. I want to inspect
Do an
the
alchemy.
vials.
Or is there no alchemy?
I don't want to open it and sniff
Nature.
it.
Nature.
All here's Gargoth go, what the fuck are you doing?
Don't make me do it.
So you kind of smell it. Give me a
Nature check?
Yeah, I am gonna have you give me a nature check.
Oh.
With the crits. So you kind of piece this together. You smell it. It's got a little bit of an kind of an acidic smell to it. Very robust though behind the acidic smell, and you kind of instinctively piece it together based on like the look of it, based on the smell of it. It gives you this like flashback to the fight in the graveyard. This is demon blood.
Okay.
Or demon ichor, you could,
Demon Ichor.
is its other name.
That's crazy.
What the heck is this guy doing with that? Alright. I'm just gonna scoff and
These were identified as fey creatures?
They were.
head my way to the group. Demon blood, eh? Not devil blood.
I'd like to approach Chukka and Clunk.
Okay.
And I'll say, I'm glad that we became friends so quickly. I'd like to offer you a drink.
And they both kind of like look at each other. Still, they kind of like close up their beaks, realizing they've been like kind of in this dumbfounded state. And they go, "Yeah, we could use a drink."
Now, I don't know what's in here, but we can find out together. And I'll take out the hog cask.
Oh. Okay.
That was a while ago.
Okay. So I assume you want to crack it open.
Yeah.
Okay. And they just kind of like, when you're saying like, I don't know what this is, they kind of like start looking at you a little bit shady. And then they take interest as you crack open the top, and you get this like very satisfying, like just sound as whatever's inside seems to have some sort of carbonation to it of some kind. And you instantly get hit with this like very, very well-rounded, very fruity ale smell. And it just smells delicious. As soon as it hits your palate, you just smell like your mouth just starts to water, just like smelling it. You can almost taste it from just the smell alone.
That sounds delicious.
Wow.
I'll be sleeping with Mad Maggie tonight.
This smells great.
And they kind of creep their beaks and they go, "Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it first."
Have any cups?
Yeah.
Does Fort Knucklebone have any cups? Yeah, the red solo kind would be preferable.
He actually just kind of runs. He runs up onto this giant machine here. You see him kind of like rummage around for a little bit, and then runs his way back. Kind of his like wings just flapping as he goes, and he comes back with these. They're clearly made out of bone of some kind, but it's a big enough bone that it's just a cup that's been carved out of it. There's a couple of chips in the side of one of them, but he just kind of like holds it out, and he like looks at you. "Can I?"
As I start pouring, I'll just kind of mutter under my breath, "If we had more cups, we could play ale pong."
Oh my god.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh, thank Christ.
So Klonk reaches out.
His name is Plonk, actually.
Klonk. Oh yeah, that's right. We changed it.
Fucking Plonk.
Yeah, like Thalmara, you know?
Lamra.
Also, Sassy Sir Bavaria. Sorry.
It's okay.
We also call Silvaria Silvira. Or maybe the other way around.
I think it's the other way.
Name's clearly not our strong suit, is my point.
Yeah. We don't even have a name for our group. Yes.
That's true. And so Klonk says, so before I drink this, what do you call yourself? I'm just kidding. One day it'll get brought up.
The one-hit wonders.
So do you pour him a cup?
Yep.
Okay.
Tough.
And he kind of drinks it, and you can see his eyes just kind of light up. He goes, whoa, that is the best thing I've tasted in so long. And he just swigs the whole thing back.
What about Chaka?
Chaka, seeing this, also just holds out his cup,
I pour him a little bit.
and he just hammers it, trusting that it's good. And you see him just kind of ooze into the drink. Oh, that's good stuff.
I'm glad I could offer you some.
If there's more to spare.
Holy shit. Can I kind of shake it around and kind of gauge how much is in there?
I believe
Sure,
you're sharing this with a couple of Kenku we met 20 minutes ago.
You've gotten rid of about an eighth of it.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll pour him another cup and then I'll kind of I'll top the keg.
Okay. And they just gladly swig it down. And they just kind of roll it around in their mouth a little bit before swallowing it. Chaka kind of and then swallows it. And they just kind of just happily just kind of, oh, today might be the greatest day in the last decade. All that fighting. Oh, you guys got us the accelerator, and now this. Before you guys go, make sure to stop by. We'll hook you guys up too.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna retreat for the night. Thanks again.
No problem. You sleep in the blue tent. That's the best one.
Duly noted.
Okay.
Oh, there's 2 blue tents.
There are 3 blue tents.
Oh, I guess I'm not in. Oh no, baby.
Another one.
Where's Buru?
I'm right behind Silas.
Oh, okay, there he is. Okay, so you guys kind of have your pick of the litter. It's a pretty empty space in here. You can see obviously there is a gate leading out to the other side of this thing. And no other real serious features. It looks like all these things are kind of thrown together. The bedding is just kind of haphazard. One bed is made out of hay. There's another bed that's made out of some sort of batting of some kind. It really just seems like whatever they found, they made these structures and tents out of in the beds themselves.
I'm gonna wait a bit unless anyone wants to do something. Just because I was out there for a little bit.
I'm laying claim to this here tent, but when I see Gantash coming with the keg, I want to get in on that action.
I'm gonna wait until if you guys don't want to do anything, I'll just come in.
Before Silas goes into his tent, I want to.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go behind him and hold one of the vials and be like, "Thirsty, buddy?"
I'm
It's
not
blood.
drinking the blood.
What do you mean? You like blood? I've seen you do this before. This one, I'm gonna flick it lightly. This one's got a nice little glow, nice little neon color.
I need the blood for a spell.
I'm just kidding. This is demon Icker, and I'm gonna give him one of the 2. I don't know. I have no idea what it's for. Help me figure it out. Since you know.
Do I know what it's for? Or do I know what it's used in or anything?
No, not. The only thing you've seen it so far is to fuel the veins of demons.
Oh, you should definitely drink it.
Demons? Oh, you just mean it's in their blood.
It's their blood,
It's
yeah.
their blood. Yeah, gotcha. Alright, I'll take one.
Yeah, help me figure it out.
Demon
Or,
liquor?
let me know what it tastes like. You first, though. And then I'm just gonna plop myself here.
But wait, before you go.
Oh.
I wanted to try something if you'd let me. Remember in the graveyard when I went to talk to holy shit.
Gideon?
Gideon.
$10 if you know his last name.
Let him do this.
Light word.
Ooh.
Light word? Oh,
Light ward. Ward.
Oh.
I don't even have my notes open.
I'm names, brother.
This is gonna be on the test.
When I talked to Gideon, he told me to ask Baphomet a question.
Oh
And
god.
I wanted to try and
Right
ask the
here,
question
right
if
now?
you would allow me. Wait, is it? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, make sure you hold
do
it
we
that.
have a better time?
Make sure you make sure you keep holding that demon ichor before you talk to him too.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
You want to talk
I'm pretty
to
hurt.
Baphomet. Right
Yes.
here, right now.
Yeah.
Can you at least tell me what you're gonna ask him?
Gideon told me to ask him, or to tell him, I have a gift. I have a gift.
I thought I was the Christmas gift, but okay. And I'm gonna clear my hands, put the shield on my back. Hands are free. And one by one, with both hands, touch the necklace.
And when you do so, you just see that same shadowy, gigantic figure standing behind Silas, looming over him.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that every time. Well, he's right behind you. Hurry up.
I
I don't
haven't
like
touched
this.
the necklace, right? You're touching the necklace,
Yes.
right? But I can't see him. Only you can. I'm just gonna say
Well,
to Buru, since I don't know that he's there.
how about I see him behind you, and you don't see him, right, Silas? You don't see him?
No.
How about you grab the necklace too?
Oh, let me just try this first. You tell me what
Do it, Silas!
you see.
Stop it! Stop wasting my time!
You tell me what you see, and I'm just gonna speak to Yoll's thumb and be like, I was told, or I have a gift for you, Baphomet,
Alright.
and I want to. You tell me what his reaction.
I don't think I've ever talked to him. But okay.
So when you say that into the necklace, those kind of glowing white eyes, Buru, you just see they just blink. Just a slow blink.
Well, I can't tell if he cares or not, but he looks. I think he blinked for the first time ever. It's like an ongoing staring contest with me and this guy, and he finally lost. Yep. That's it, I guess.
I'm gonna I'm gonna then say to the necklace again. The war rages on. The war will never end, and we will win. I was looking at Simo for that. I knew his reaction would be awesome. He's just like, oh man, come on.
I don't think Buru knows. I remember that session, but I don't think Buru knows. So I'm gonna repeat those words to I guess what I think is Baphomet.
Yoll's literally just sitting there like these two fucking knuckleheads are doing a demonic ritual right in front of him, bro.
And this, I'm trying to get some fucking sleep.
He doesn't
He's
know.
cuddling his
No one
fucking
knows.
plushie.
What's a boy gotta do to get some peace and quiet in hell?
Gantash will walk in and sees like Buru's like eyes are rolled back and just like shaking.
There's a
and blowing
fucking
from the mouth.
pentagram on the ground, bro. I'm just like,
What
what
the hell
the
you
fuck
guys
is going on? Demonicker, man? Like,
Do you guys drink that shit? What are you kids doing?
I leave you guys alone for 1 minute. Fucking.
Okay, I repeat those words to Baphomet, and what happens?
So you again just get just a slow blink out of him. He's not doing anything crazy. He's not making any movements. He just blinks at you.
Again, I win again. Silas, he blinked again.
Blink twice if you're being held hostage.
he blinked again.
I'm gonna reach out and touch the necklace. No.
Okay.
20 psychic damage.
Freaking Silas just explodes in front of me.
I will.
Bro, I'm gonna walk in like Childish Gambino in Community just with the pizzas and be like, what the fuck?
I'm just
Okay.
covered in guts.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw,
Who?
Me.
Silas.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
Not bad. But terrible.
You are going to take 4 psychic damage as you hold on to this thing, and you just get this pounding, screaming headache. And as you hold on to it, you turn and you see just the legs of this massive, shadowy figure where kind of Buru was looking and describing. And the pain just continues to scream into your head as you just hold this thing for, just the first second alone.
And I'm just gonna say it. I have a gift from the abyss to him. I don't know if Buru can hear me say it, but probably.
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay. And as you look up, he's kind of like looking out straight forward, and then as you say that, he just kind of looks down towards you, and his white glowing eyes just meet yours, and you can feel this screaming pain start to approach again.
Silas, make him blink again. You'll win.
So I'm going to let you react to that. You can continue to hold, or you can let go.
He's about to start rolling death rolls. Then Gantash is gonna walk in, going, "What the fuck did I do?"
Yeah, you let me know when it's reasonable to enter.
It's pretty soon.
Okay.
So I say that, he looks at me. I have a gift for you. I'm still waiting for an answer. So
Well, he looks down at you,
he looks down at me.
and then the pain starts to flood across the front of your head again, and I'm letting you react to that.
Oh man, I can kill Silas right now. I just grab the necklace with both hands and put it on him. 20 psychic damage.
I'm gonna
keep in mind everything that you're doing. Buru is very
You can
aware.
see too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked down at me. He's causing me pain.
I mean, it's the same pain that you felt when you first grabbed it. And it just kind of like pulsed out for a second. Like you've only been holding this thing for like 3 seconds. So it like pulsed out of your head. And then you can feel it starting to creep back into your head. Like it's like basically like a heartbeat.
This is what I want to do. While that's happening,
Mhm.
I want to wave to the shadow and do this.
Okay. He's pretty deadlocked with Silas. Like you saw him just quickly look down at him. So Silas, you got to tell me what you do. Like we're working in like a 2-second interval right now.
I'm sorry. Tell him.
If you're gonna try something, do it. It's a lot of explaining to do after.
I'm gonna ask another question.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I ask the question first?
You're gonna make the con save first.
Motherfucker.
This could be a 15. Oh!
Ooh.
This
You
motherfucker
kind of-
blinks twice.
You feel it like creep into the front of your head, and you just like shake it off. Go ahead.
Man, this is hard. I have a gift from the abyss. I need to know who brought me back.
Oh.
Um,
What is my purpose?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
One question.
That's
One
three
question.
questions.
That was 2 questions. 2 questions.
You repeated your first one again.
Okay. So you when you're looking into his eyes, you kind of see this like these white glowing eyes. You see this just kind of, it's like like this slit opens up in them, and you can see basically like layers of this like scenic background, like almost like different layers of land. And you can see in one layer there's this like labyrinth, and then it just kind of files through a bunch of these layers, just like a phone book just being paged through, and then it lands on this other layer that's kind of covered in this like yellow orange swamp with just mushrooms growing out of the sides of everything. These massive like 100-foot tall mushrooms. Basically everything is mushrooms and swamp and bog. And at that you feel again this pain start to radiate towards the front of your head.
Silas,
What?
the questions you're asking, I think you have nothing to do with the abyss. You're only hurting yourself.
I think I'm getting closer to the answer. DM question. This like his eyes opening and I can see the layers. Is it like is it like kind of like a dream thing, or is it projection? Like, is that like
Like in his eyes, like
am
you're
I seeing what's actually there?
I mean, it's like a projection in his eyes.
It's like a portal into what is actually there.
Yeah, like me, not like a portal, but it's like a vision.
The vision. That doesn't give me any answers. Oh, he doesn't talk, and he blinks. I assume I don't know anything about this, what I'm seeing.
No, you do not.
I'm gonna ask another question.
On safe.
Love you, bro.
Really pushing your luck on this one, pal.
I pushed it. I already did.
Yeah, you did. So Buru, you see him just kind of like holding onto this thing. You can see those like bloodless veins, but they're starting to like pop out on the side of his head. And he's like asking these questions, and he goes to ask another question. You just hear these kind of words just trying to form, and Silas just kind of blacks out and falls to the ground.
Gantash
Yeah.
with the pizzas coming in.
Then I'm gonna let go of the necklace.
Frank's gotta let me know when I'm in.
Yeah, and Gantash, you're gonna basically walk into him falling over.
Fuck.
I'm gonna walk in a chipper mood, cask on my side. Yoll's gonna get a drink, and Buru's gonna get a drink. Everyone, what? I would drop the cask.
As Silas falls over, I guess I'll get up.
I'll rush over. I'll put the cask down. Rush over. What happened?
He's an idiot. He tried to talk to Baphomet.
I'm gonna immediately spare the dying.
Okay, I was gonna have him make a roll, but okay, you can spare the dying. Can you link that too? I just want to get the text on it. Okay. So I think I played this poorly when you guys were in that fight.
Dead or constructs.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
No, he's okay. Trust, he's okay.
I'm just saying.
I know, it's a good point. It's a very good point.
I mean, I thought I was fucked. I mean, it's
Reading the spell explains the spell.
Hold on. Just give me like 30 seconds.
While he's unconscious, I want to punch him in the face.
no. I'm gonna
no.
So he wakes up with like a.
I'm gonna
You're
move in the
bruised.
way of his punch.
I don't think I can bruise because I have no blood.
You know, but yeah, you might not bruise, but you can lose brain cells.
Well, you know.
I want to loot his body. While he's unconscious.
I'm gonna literally
I would
like
take a
slap
beat.
his hand. Just
I'm kidding. I'm not actually
So,
doing that.
to clarify, by the way, when somebody becomes
Oops, sorry.
stable, I don't believe that they're actually.
They're not up.
they're-
No.
Yeah, they're not up, so
They're
he's still
at
knocked
zero,
out.
and
No, I'm
they're
aware.
stable as in they don't have to make death saves, but they're
Right.
yeah, I'm aware that he's not up.
How could he? There's no blood coming through that thing. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Like I said, he came out of his tent and wanted to talk to Baphomet. And I grabbed the necklace, saw this figure that I guess is Baphomet, as per usual, doesn't talk. He asked him a few questions, it blinked, and every time he asked a question, he was in pain. And I guess the last time he asked a question, he collapsed. Something to talk about when he comes back, of course.
I'm not sure I have interest in that, Buru. and I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Oh. Okay, let her rip.
It's 12. When I'm done, I'll just walk up back to my cask.
And I'm gonna pick him up and give a pat on the back. Did you... Oh, you're muted.
Silas is muted again.
Go ahead.
Are you satisfied? To be honest, Silas, between me and you, I think you have nothing to do with the Abyss. I think I do recall Gideon saying the gift, and he said that with multiple of us around. And he was talking about the necklace around my neck. And in doing so, I knew when we met Oldar, or Ravenguard, Older, there was no way I was going close to that portal. With some of us almost dying, and that was clearly a portal from the Abyss. And the language of it being, this being a gift, and it pulling me, and me, with all my strength, fighting the power of this necklace to drag me towards that portal. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is what the gift Gideon was referring to.
Well, this was mine and his conversation. He told me to ask or tell Baphomet that I have a gift from the Abyss.
Oh.
And I just needed answers.
DM question, is that correct? Did that actually happen? Or is it what I recollected?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it happened specifically to Silas, though.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. I thought it was just when he touched the necklace and it extended and shit.
I'm gonna pick up the cask and walk back, turn to Silas briefly and say, "You're playing a fool's game, Silas." And then turn to Yoll and say, "Would you like a delicious beverage?"
And I'm gonna tell Silas that Gantash saved him. You know, Silas, if I could give you this necklace, I would. But I can't. It's another thing I gotta deal with somehow.
I'd be on the ground fast.
I know. Not sure if Yoll would like you wearing his thumb anyways.
I don't like you wearing it either. I don't want to go back to my tent. Come, Gantash, let's have a drink.
I'll follow him and I'll pop the cork. See if he gets a whiff of that.
And I'm just gonna lay down in here.
And Yoll, Gantash, as you partake, particularly because of the way the food has been tasting since you got to
I
Avernus.
haven't eaten a word since I got eaten a thing since I got to it.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I have a you either sleep or you eat policy.
Oh, I see. So, either way, even despite not having gone through the kind of brutal process of trying to eat food down here, this is a top tier ale. And just one glass gets you feeling pretty good. So between the two of you, if you're both drinking, this just hits different.
I'm definitely drinking. I don't know that Gantash drinks, but I mean, hey, he's been to hell now, so it could be a changed man.
I gave some to Clunk.
Punch a chunk.
Yeah. I figured they'd earned it, but save the rest for us.
There's something I want to do when they're done.
We should be careful to ration that. That's the good stuff.
Oh, I will. You just let me know when it's time to bring it out. You want one more before bed?
Oh. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but put the cork in it.
Done.
It'd be best if I forget that you have that.
I'm gonna give both of you guys inspiration. Just the way that hits, the way it smells, the way it tastes.
Do I get double inspiration all the way?
Yeah, I was about to say I have inspiration currently.
Oh, you guys
Me
don't have it?
too.
You didn't use it?
No.
No.
Well, you would have got it. It's an inspiring drink.
Yeah.
Now it's not. I'm not. Just so you know, it's not mechanically that. It's just the timing, the taste.
timing,
Yeah.
Saving Silas.
No.
If we got inspiration every time we save Silas, we'd all be perma inspired. Dog.
And I'll just walk over to this, I guess. Set up little camperoo.
Which is the blue tent that they were referring to that was the good one? This one's a tent over here too, right?
Yeah. There's quite a few blue tents.
Oh, is
I see
that?
three
Oh,
blue
then I'll go over. Yeah, I'll go over here. Hell yeah.
That's some fucking Sultan's tent shit over there. That's where Maggie sleeps for sure.
So Gantash, in your tent, you find that quite differently from everybody else's. You open the drape, and you see just the entire floor covered in those black silk pillows. It's just deliciously soft on your skin.
Baby. I have a weird question.
And then one of them has this weird sort of whitish stain.
It's actually it's just the same pillow over and over again. I'm not sure if this is in the player's handbook or not, but can you like do like a sleep with one eye open type thing, or is that like really it's like difficult to stay alert while sleeping, right?
Yeah, no, it would just be no, you can't take the dodge action while you're sleeping.
So I'll poke my head out and I'll just kind of say, should we keep watch? Not trusting of Maggie despite what you may have seen. I was acting. But I still don't trust her.
Here tonight, Gantash.
Okay.
There's something I want to do. They're done.
Sure.
I think we're done.
As I I lay down in this tent, and of course it's like immediately after Silas is like healed or whatever. I want to ask Gargoth, was he able to see Baphomet?
No, and I'm glad for it.
You know, you signing this contract, you've been aware of what's around my neck. It's a problem we have to tackle together now. It could hinder me freeing you, and I'm careful about it. But it is a demon that I would kill for you.
Well, that's lovely. Unfortunately, I don't see it that way. We get to the end of this Buru. My quest. You finish that. And if I'm feeling generous, maybe I'll sign you another contract.
And what are your thoughts on Baphomet?
Can't say that I've met him.
You know, in the future, when you do become free, it is something you have to deal with, is it not? Being a pit fiend?
Well, it depends on where I'm assigned. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
And I am just going to try to sleep. Don't care what's in my tent.
Lots of bugs.
I'll also be sleeping the whole night.
Ookie dookie smooky.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, oops. Oh, that's so convenient.
Can I? So like, over the course of an 8-hour sleep,
Mhm.
you can do watches, right? Like
You can.
if you set up a way. I'd like to go
You
to
can-
sleep an hour later, so that
Okay.
everyone's still gonna get like whatever the 7 hours or the full 8. I'll still
8.
get the full, right? But
Yeah.
I'll just stay up watch for an hour.
Sure. So, the noise of the fort itself kind of persists throughout your sleep. The sky, you notice, doesn't really change. It doesn't really offer any assistance in helping to tell what time it is or anything like that. But you guys all just, otherwise, after your watch, nothing really eventful takes place. You hear a couple of like loud pops and like small explosions happening within the fort, but it all seems kind of par for the course. So if you choose to go back down, which I'll let you decide that.
During the watch, I want to open my bag
Sure.
and I want to look at the Helm of Torm site and see if it's doing anything.
Okay. It actually, when you pull it out, it looks just like a totally mundane helmet.
And when you say that, I pull it out with my hands, right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll just spend the hour like looking at it. I'm not gonna put it on, but I'm just gonna, just be looking at it, inspecting it.
Okay.
And then if not, at the end of the hour, I'll just put it back and then go to sleep.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Gonna be 8 plus 8, 16.
Okay. And what you gather fairly confidently is that despite it being a sort of vessel for Torm to somehow speak through it to the material plane, or to just basically from his plane down to wherever it is, it actually just seems like a totally mundane, normal helmet.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you guys get your rest. It is much needed after your crazy day here. And that is, of course, where we're going to be ending the session. I will potentially be giving you guys some stuff to look at before next session, because there's going to be quite a bit of like little things that you're going to be kind of choosing between. And it might be a little bit helpful for you guys to know a little bit. So I'll kind of bump the timeline forward a little bit so you can at least see what you'll be getting offered. And then you can come together with your kind of ideas on the situation. But yeah, things are about to get a little bit Mad Maxy. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. And that's it.
Or like Mad
Nice.
Maggie.
Oh, God.